Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Put them on that side, up through like that, and then I can put them on this side, coming back through like this. There we go, and we'll squeeze in an extra one right there like that, so that I've got a bit more on that side. In here, we could do with a little bit more. See, we got room for these signals. We got lots of room. This map is actually really, really big. Compared to some of the maps that we've done, this map is absolutely enormous. There is a lot of space on here, and I've got a lot of open expanse for some of these sets of signals that we haven't gone and put in yet. So we will try and put a few extras in. I'm on 194 on frequency at the moment, which we still need to get changed around. It's gone up to 197. The frequency is increasing instead of decreasing. This is no good. I need your frequency to... Ooh. Now, I wonder if that's got anything to do with my whole frequencies. Right. I'll stop you right there a minute, and we'll go here. Edward, Jasper, and Jempe. Okay, we've found one more. Ooh, right. You are going in there. You're trying to come out, and I got Rightus Sepula, Edward, Jasper, and Jempe. Jempe is in here. This is to do with where they're coming in, I think. Terminals in it. That's because both of them are trying to come in on the same terminal. That's the only reason. So you're coming in over here. I could leave you to come in onto this terminal in here. There isn't a possibility to get from that side onto that one, unfortunately. Is there a way to get from this one onto this one? I don't think there is either. It's not quite what we want. I could try putting that one onto the other side. We could try putting you onto line 3. They should both be able to come in on here. Yeah, I got Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. That's... We don't have the ability to cross over here. That's what's causing us some problems. So let's pause this a second. I've got to cross over there, so those can cross. It's this same station again. It's the same station. I've got issues with this station once more. This is not the first time we've had issues with this station, is it? There isn't going to be a way to build a track across here, is there? I want to get from that one onto this one. And basically, what I'd like to be able to do is that. And that, I don't think, is going to be a possibility. You can do it like that, but this then becomes collision. That's construction not possible, and there's collision into there. Can't go right the way through there. There's just too much coming through. You can bring it out to here, but it's not going to allow me to go through there. So the only thing I think we can do with this is if I bring it out from there and I bring it in onto the track in there. But again, that is telling me... Except that's not what I want. It's got to join onto the track. Unless it can actually connect to this track, it's no good. That's what I'd need it to do. Okay, so that's not a possibility, which means that what we're going to have to do is we're going to do a cross on this bit, the same as we did on the other bit. Not possible. Don't tell me what can't be done, tell me what can be done. That's all I'm interested in, is tell me what can be. I'm not interested in can't, I'm interested in can. So what we want to hear here is can. That's the only word that's the only one we're interested in. Right, so I will put that one down there. I've got signals here. I need to add in a single signal on here. And that is coming down on the right-hand side to that point right there, so that they wait at that crossover point. And that way they can cross over onto the bit in here in order to be able to get through. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to start this up again. You, Alexander Lewis, I'm going to turn you round a minute, and you're going to go up there, and then you're going to stop up there a minute, and then we're going to go down here. We're going to stop right as Sepulus right where he is a second. Edward Jasper, I'm going to reverse you up the line over here so that you go to the other side. And then I want you to go to there, and you'll stop at the signal on that side. Right as Sepulus, start again. You here, turn round. Gempy, you're also having trouble. Gempy needs to turn round. There are no warnings. Okay, so you, Edward Jasper, you're turned round. You're ready to come into the correct side of the station over here. Alexander Lewis, you can now come in on the right-hand side, so you will go in the right place. You over here are still on the... Edward Jasper, you're on the wrong side of the track. You're supposed to swap over and go onto here so that you can get out. So what's happened in here? Line 5 has gone onto the wrong side. Line 5 is Terminal 2. I need the green one to be... Well, I need these two to be swapped over, essentially, don't I? So we will go... Line 1 is going to go onto Terminal 2, and Line 3 is going to go onto Terminal 1. I got you coming in down here, which is a sensible idea, actually. We could put you onto Terminal 3. If I put you over there, that'd be a lot better. And you here, I'm just going to turn you round. You're going to go up there. Are you going to switch onto... Yes, you are onto the right side of the track now. You're going up there. That's got rid of that problem. You, Eric King, you're waiting to come out. You've now switched over onto the correct side, and they're going to be coming in here now instead of swapping over onto this side. And I got a signal up there, and I got a signal here that should allow people to go in and out of Frankfurt without causing any problems. I hope. Right, well, that's messed up our frequency a little bit, but once they get going again, they should be fine. We look in here into Mannheim. That is absolutely fine. Heilbronn, Wurzburg over here. I've actually seen lots of trains coming through this station before now. And they do a really good job of all coming through the station on the correct sides without having any issues. Right, see that one there? Yannick, he's come in. He's loaded 10 passengers onto there. Eric King, straight in. He's loaded up 57 passengers straight there. And he's away. And then we've got... Over there, we've got Deva 2018 racing down this way. He's carrying 57 passengers. He's coming straight into the station, moving the other way. And he's going to unload, and he's going to load up 57 passengers. And he's away with a whoosh. This is absolutely brilliant. Like, they are working really well. It's only the Frankfurt station that we've had any issues with so far. That's the only one we've had problems with. Okay, as that now seems to be working quite well, the frequency didn't alter very much. It only dropped down by a little bit. So now I will go and I'll do exactly what I just did. I will add 6 more trains to every station. So we'll go in here, we will buy some vehicles. I want that one right there. I will add that in. I will change you to 6. I need to press enter. Buy, and there's 6 trains right there. So I need to get all of these named and coloured in a minute. Dog Rocket, James Collins, Jeremy Hall, Marcus Crawford, Smudolini, and TH are all ready and raring to go. So we'll start assigning them to their various lines like this, and that is going to bump up the frequencies. As soon as I put one of these out, the frequency there decreases marginally. It's not a massive amount, but it is making a bit of a difference. So there's line 6. So we're down to 146 out of 120 now. We will allow these trains to run for a little while just to make sure that we're not getting any major issues with them. We do have a little bit of a wait over here in theory, but they don't actually seem to be waiting. Despite the fact that I've got all these trains on this line, they don't seem to be waiting very much. Nuremberg over here. They come into Nuremberg there, and then once they've loaded... Where are you going, Ritus? They turn around and go back. They go in the other way. So he goes straight out of Nuremberg, and... Ooh. He's leaving Nuremberg on the wrong side of the track there. I've got another issue. We've got another issue I've just found coming out of Nuremberg that could end up causing us a problem. Well, no, actually, no. He is on the right-hand side of the track. No, he was on the right. Okay, no, I don't have a problem. That's on 145. I'm going to have to do the same again, except I'm not going to do all of it. I'm going to buy 2 vehicles at the moment, line 1 and line 2. Let's see if that does anything. Although I've got the red line here. Let me add in a couple of signals just here on this bit and see if that does change anything. Probably it won't make much difference. But I'll put one down here and one here, and then we'll go there and over here. So we've got that bit done, and then we'll go over on this side as well. We've got this little tunnel that goes through. We will add in, and we will add in, and then we will add in here, and we will add in here. Right, there's a load more. I've got the loop-de-loop over this side, which may also be causing a slight headache as far as timetables are concerned. So if I add in a couple of extra, I mean, I don't think that's causing me any problems. It's certainly not going to hurt to add in another signal or two, although I think this double track over here is all well and good, but I don't actually think it makes any difference. I think that one isn't a double track at all. I think that is only one train that goes through there, and it goes one way. So, yes, we have got the double track on there, but it's not really going to alter anything. I've got a little bit more of signal that is needed in there. Let's put one there like that, and do the same over here. Right, let's just stop that a minute, and Tom the Yank with Ritis Sepulus. Over here. Ooh. Right, Wurzburg, why are you? What's going on here? Let's just pause that a minute so that we don't get too many trains piling up one on top of the other. You're coming up on the right-hand side, but then you're trying to move right here at this bit. Never mind that. Ah, it's because I got both the line 5s on number 1 over here. I need one of those to be going elsewhere. So I've got line manager. That's where we're going wrong here. I could actually pull that one out and have it cross right over onto Terminal 4. So we go Frankfurt, Wurzburg, back over to here. Nuremberg, and then up to Wurzburg. Yeah, so it goes Nuremberg and then Wurzburg coming up this way. So we want that one, not on line... We don't want that Terminal 1. We want that to be Terminal 4. I'm going to pop that one over there, like that. And he'll cross right over onto the other side, and then he shouldn't cause us any problems at all. So you right there, Ritis Sepulus. I'm going to turn... Actually, let's start playing this again. I'm going to turn you round on the track, and that should allow everything to flow the right way. You've gone... Why are you going to there? What about if I turn you round? Right. That works. You can go in there, and then Ritis Sepulus is coming in this way, and then he's going up through there. That's more like it. There we go. It must have been when I added some signals, maybe. That probably changed it over a little bit. So we've now got them flowing through. Frequencies are going back up again. This is the all-important bit. And if you look down here, these are running through quite nicely as well. They're pausing at the correct... They're stopping at the correct point right there before they come into the station. See, he's coming into the station. He's stopping there. And then this dude here, he's loading up and he's going on out. And out he goes. So I've got the correct number of signals on this crossover point as well. That is fantastic. That is working beautifully and perfectly and wonderfully, and we could not ask for better. So I would say the red and the yellow loops, if we were to put an extra train apiece on those, that might be enough to sort of even things out. I don't think we need any on the smaller loops at the moment. So we will buy 2 of these here, like that. Add there, 2 of them, and we will give them a name each. Where am I up to? Rose, oops, here, Rose Lou is that one right there, and the other one is in here. Rose Lou, Meredith Wyatt is going in here. Meredith Wyatt, like, have I spelled? Yes, I have spelled that right. Rosalou and Meredith Wyatt. So, Meredith, you can be coloured in red, and Rose, you can be coloured yellow. We will put you onto line 2. We will put you onto line 1. That hasn't made a big difference at the moment to the frequencies. They are kind of, like, reducing down, but I think a lot of this now is going to be down to having the correct number of signals and the right number of trains on each bit. So you're coming in there, and Deva 2018, you're loading in there, and then I've got the red train, you're coming out, Brempool, you're coming in and loading up, and then in comes Rose Lou right in behind, and she's going to load up. Okay, this is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm wondering, let's zoom out a bit and have a look at our overall loops. So we've got red there, that's a big loop on there, and then we've got the yellow loop over here. The yellow one also interacts with a number of other tracks. I've got the green one over here that runs forward and back, Stuttgart, Mannheim, and Frankfurt. The red one goes into... No, that's the orange one. The orange one runs into Stuttgart and then runs back over this way to Heilbronn. That's a short ferry run, that is, into Heilbronn. And then I've got yellow running in a big loop around here, and that's the orange over there. That's the orange there. So orange sort of does a little triangle loop there. I've got yellow in a big loop around here that's interacting with several others. And then I've got red running around here that doesn't interact with as many as the other stations. We've got, it brings passengers over for the pink one here into Nuremberg. But all of this around here, I've only got the one set of trains servicing all of those stations around there. So I'm wondering if maybe we should increase the frequency on the red line. I mean, we're down to 134 now. Because we've got all of these trains have been spread out now, and they're working in conjunction with each other, and they are working rather well, it must be said. Like, even if I do say so myself, these trains are working remarkably well. Come here, Yannick. Fulda. I didn't even know you could do that. Right, Yannick here. Bad Orb passenger station. He's currently operating on minus 1.4 million. We've got 26 passengers on board. He's bringing those into Bad Orb there. We're now minus 1.2 million. He's got 30 passengers on board. He's going to bring those over into Wurzburg over here. So it runs up through there. Round through these. We've got Smooderlini just there, stopping at the lights just in there. And then he can carry on again and keep moving. And Yannick is running in here. See, I love the way that they are actually stopping where they're supposed to. This is really good. I'm really pleased with this. 1.1 million now. Let's go and find another blue train. How many have I got? I got another one over here that's just pulled in this side. Marcus Crawford, he's also lost 1.2 million. Our lines altogether, my earnings are minus 26 million. I am bringing money in. It's just a question of how much on which vehicle. So, tons of tube over here. He's line 4 is not profitable. Line 4 does not seem to be a very profitable line at all. I'm a bit disappointed with that. What about the rest of you? Here, Mad Alex Gaming, you've lost me $250,000. Hanstaga has lost me $500,000. Meredith Wyatt is currently losing me money. Dog Rocket is losing me money, so the red loop is not making a great deal. What about the yellows? It's no good. Losing me money. Righty Sepulus, losing me money. Tom the Yank. Tom the Yank is making some money. No, he's not. He's just lost a bit. Right, in which case, let's just get rid of that. I'm on 136. I've still got to bring that up. And the basic way to do that, we know, is just to, like, boost it up fast. Let's go in here. Tickets, maintenance, vehicles. Maintaining the vehicles is the expensive part on this, and it's not countering ticket sales. But we do get 100 million a year. That's what, well, we're supposed to be getting 100 million a year, aren't we? Yes, we are. We get 100 million a year, which should help to offset these costs. So maintenance, tracks, and infrastructure is not much. The maintenance of the vehicles on this is the expensive bit. I got no choice but to add more trains in, because otherwise we're just not going to be able to make this work. And I want to hurry up and make this work so that we can get on with the next bit. So I've just got to bring that down by 16 points. That's all. 16 points, and it's down to frequencies, so these smaller trains are pretty good for this. Where's my station? There. That's the one I'm looking for. Let's zoom in a little bit so I haven't got that incessant wind howling in my ears. We will add you in, and we will add in another 4 of these like this. I'm not going to put one on line 4 or line 6. I will do the other 4 lines. So we're not doing line 4 or line 6. We've got Golden Eagle, Henry Ashworth, Scott, and Scott the Aussie. So Scott the Aussie is going on to line 5. Scott is going on to line 3. Henry Ashworth is going on to line 2. And Golden Eagle is moving on to line 1. And that is going to be our frequencies taken care of in just a moment. Comply with service obligation. Just need that to drop, but it's got to be less than 120, I believe. So if it could just drop down by the tiniest little fraction, we get these trains onto their appropriate tracks. Everything should come together quite nicely. Reach an average frequency of 120 seconds. I think I need another one on the red and yellow lines. As long as you got a train moving into every station every 120 seconds, that's basically what we're looking for now, isn't it? See, I've got these trains over here coming through a little bit faster. That should be enough to just nudge it down a bit. I haven't got any of these trains slowing down. It's these down here, like coming into Nuremberg, they're going to slow down a little bit. There we go.
You're doing your best, but the figures are deeply in the red. To gain market shares, the railroad needs services aligned to the market, attractive offers, and a modern image. Market research findings show that the top priority is given to shorter traveling times. That's why the German Federal Railway worked together with the railway vehicle industry and developed the new Intercity Express. Make way for the train of the future. The newly constructed prototype is supposed to reach speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour. To achieve this, it needs its own high-speed rail lines, on which the rolling stock has to be tested first.
Build high-speed tracks between the central stations. Measure the travel time with an Intercity Express test train and come in below the specified time limit. Stuttgart to Mannheim, it needs to be 150. Mannheim to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Wolfsburg, Wolfsburg to Nuremberg. Right, I've already got the express line on here, so I just need to get from Nuremberg to Wolfsburg, from there over to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Wolfsburg, Mannheim to Frankfurt, Stuttgart to Mannheim. So essentially, I can... I know how we're going to do this. We're going to go in here, we're going to go new line, like this, and then I'm going to start off Stuttgart up there, and we're going to come down over this way to, where are you? You are Mannheim. And from Mannheim, we come down to Frankfurt. From Frankfurt, we go to Nuremberg. Wolfsburg, sorry. And then we go over to Nuremberg over there. So it's a straight run through all of those. And we hope that we can bring that travel time down below the set time that it's putting on. I'm also hoping that they're going in the correct direction and so on and so forth. So then we can go over to here. We want to buy a new vehicle. We need the ice test train. We've got to buy that one for 37 million. I will buy the ice test train. This one here, we will put a name on it. It won't last for all that long, I don't think. We'll have to put a different... we'll have to change it over. This is Mafia X Phantom. Right, in a Mafia X Phantom, you are the ice test train. Wait a minute. Just bring him up like that. I'm going to zoom in on him like this. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put him onto line 7. There is our test train. Look at him go! He's a big, sleek beastie, isn't he? So we've now got to... he's going to get up to some impressive speeds. It's just whether all the other trains are going to cause us any problems. And the only thing I can think of to cure that is to remove all the other trains from the tracks whilst we're running the testing. But for the most part, he seems to be alright. There are a few sections that he's going to have to slow down in order to make this work. But I still think we're not going to do too bad on this. Right, so you're coming into there. There's Mundelsheim. Oh! Why are you on that side? Right, well, it doesn't matter that you're on that side because it does actually still work properly. So this one's going to go in here into a station and he's going to stop. And then we're going to turn round and we're in trouble now because we're having to follow along behind another train, and that other train is going to be slower than us. And this is what's going to cause us the problems, is that I've got to constantly slow down the whole way round the track because of the train's going in front of us, which is going to make life difficult. So I've just started the first one, Stuttgart to Mannheim, and this is nowhere near the right travel time because of having to wait for all the other trains. So we're going to possibly do some changes to this one. So you've come in there. You were 177, despite having all of those stops all the way through. And that's actually very impressive. It's got to be said, that is actually very, very impressive, because despite all of those stops, still managed to get all the way through there without having any problems. That one right there has definitely done it. Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we've got time for today. Sometimes even our fantastic pilots, train drivers, and lorry drivers, and bus drivers, and boat drivers, and all the other drivers need a little bit of rest. So while they rest up and have a cup of tea, if you've enjoyed the episode, could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.